Your parents wish you died instead. I was 10 years old and I was in the hallway, just outside the kitchen. I was supposed to be in bed, but I'd crept out for a glass of water. My parents were at the kitchen table, their voices low and worried. I heard my dad sigh, a heavy, tired sound that seemed to shake the whole room. He said, "I can't take it anymore. It's a nightmare. It's ruining us." My mom's voice was sharp, like a broken piece of glass. "I told you we should have gotten rid of it years ago. It's bleeding us dry." Then she said the words that stopped my heart and made the whole world go quiet. Honestly, I wish it would just die. I flattened myself against the wall, my hand over my mouth. They were talking about me. It had to be me. I had broken a lamp last week, and my grades in math were not good. I was clumsy and loud. From that night on, a cold fear lived inside me. I decided I had to become the perfect child, to prove I was worth keeping alive. I started scrubbing the bathroom floors with a toothbrush. Not just the tiles, but the little lines of grout between them until my fingers were raw. I'd wake up at 5 in the morning to make them breakfast. I'd serve them lopsided pancakes and bacon that was either still cold or burnt to a crisp, all arranged on a tray with a wilting flower I'd picked from the garden in the dark. I wrote them "I love you" notes on little scraps of paper and tucked them under their pillows so it was the first thing they saw in the morning. I did my homework the second I got home from school, and my grades shot up. I never complained. I never asked for anything. I just tried to be invisible and perfect all at once. This went on for years. The constant fear became a quiet hum in the background of my life. I was 16 years old when it finally came to a head. I came home from school one afternoon, and the house was weirdly silent. Then my dad walked in from the garage, wiping grease from his hands with an old rag. He had the biggest, happiest smile I'd seen on his face in years. My mom came out of the kitchen and hugged him. She was crying, but they were happy tears. My dad looked at her and said, "It's done. It's finally gone. We're free." A cold dread washed over me. Gone? Free? Were they sending me away? To a boarding school? Or somewhere worse? My mom saw the look on my face. She must have thought I was just confused by their sudden good mood. "Come on," she said, taking my hand with a smile. "Your father has something to show you." He led me through the kitchen and opened the door to the garage. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I was trying to think of the right words to say. A final plea. A list of all the good things I'd done for the last 6 years. But when he flicked on the light, I just stared. The garage was almost empty. The huge, greasy tarp that had covered the back corner for my entire life was gone. Underneath it, for as long as I could remember, had been my dad's project, a rusty, half-finished 1972 muscle car he'd bought before I was even born. The space was completely bare. My dad swept his arm out, still beaming. "I finally sold it. Some collector from out of state gave me $5,000 for the whole hunk of junk. Can you believe it? We're finally rid of the money pit." I just stood there, speechless. My mom laughed, ruffling my hair. "Your father poured thousands of dollars into that thing. Every weekend was a new disaster. A new part that didn't fit. A new fluid leaking on the floor. The arguments we had," she shook her head, smiling at the memory. "One night, I got so mad after we spent our vacation money on a new transmission for it. I told your father, I wish that car would just die and go to the scrapyard in the sky." My dad chuckled. "She wasn't wrong. It was a nightmare. It was ruining us." The exact words. The same tired voices from the kitchen all those years ago. They weren't talking about me. They were talking about the car. All those years of scrubbing floors, of burnt breakfasts, of living in absolute fear. It was all because of a stupid, broken down car. I started laughing. A huge, relieved laugh that I couldn't stop. My parents stared at me, confused, but I just shook my head. For the first time in 6 years, I felt completely safe, and I never scrubbed the grout again.